Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am going to talk about Ninjago Legends Monstrosity. Ninjago Legends Monstrosity is a series of Ninjago Legends shorts. It takes place before the events of the first season of Ninjago Dragons Rising. I previously already made a video talking about the information about this series, obviously background information and obviously the brand new art and anime style that I obviously explained also too in that video. But obviously after watching the first 3 episodes, I think the episodes will talk about these separate episodes up next. So alright, a little overview. Obviously the title Ninjago Legends Monstrosity format, 3 episodes miniseries, 5 minutes each, so I was wrong. I thought they were 8 minutes long. Release date obviously premiered on the 12th of June 2025 at Brick World and June 15th on YouTube. Takes place after the merge and before Dragons Rising Season 1. The main is Daiden, who warns him it's impossible to survive in the land of monsters without becoming a monster yourself. This plans the acceptance to change and fight or flee, trust or betray. That's very interesting. Obviously, more like curiosity. She wants to explore the worlds too, and she wants to find this intelligence in her. Cole is balance. He's very cool, he's very self-centered, he knows what he's doing. Like he already said in the series, his body is his temple, and that's very interesting. He's the balance, yin and the yang, like I referred to. He's like, the man who wants to keep peace with everyone. Zane is generosity. He's very kind sometimes, but he's also an android. So I guess as a character, he's very intelligent, he's very smart, and he knows his ways, He knows when he's, has said something wrong, or, he is just kind and cool. Like, literally, his powers are just ice. I mean, get it? Guys, it's a pun. Ha! No, just kidding. Anyway, Lloyd is wisdom. Obviously, he learned that for, becoming the Green Ninja. He was destined to become the Green Ninja. But Master who learned him the ways of wisdom, and now in Ninjago Dragons Rising, he is Master Lloyd. Jay is honesty, Jay is very honest too, but he's also smart, intelligent, and he's a creator. He makes different experiments, and now obviously in Ninjago Dragons Rising, he is, he's kind of lost, he has become rogue, and this character that he isn't sure who he is anymore, and he worked for the Bureau, and now he just needs to find himself back again, and that's awesome, because I think Jay might be a big part of the upcoming part of Ninjago Dragons Rising. Overall, my thoughts about this series, it's actually quite good. I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, and visually it was stunning, absolutely fantastic. Like like the 16 realms are now one big land, right? And that's interesting because you have these amazing realms, like the realm of the ghosts, the realm of the jinns. You have Chima too, that's also a realm in the Ninjago universe, and hopefully someday, like, alright, I'm holding wood right here. I mean, I hope one day we'll need like a crossover where we see the Chima characters meeting Ninjago characters. Like, if that happens, if you have that in the show, I think a lot of fans will be so thrilled, because quite literally anything is possible with obviously the story of the merge. And that's interesting now, obviously, with Ninjago Dragons Rising and Ninjago Dragons or Ninjago Legends Monstrosity. You have all these amazing stories yet to tell, because I think that's brilliant. Like, you have so much to do, and obviously I heard they were planning to make a live action film about it one day. Could be also very interesting to see, and yeah, we just need to wait and see for that. I'm really thrilled that Ninjago is still alive, and since I was a big fan, like I was a big fan back in 2013 and 14, and obviously I watched the first episodes when they released in 2011. I'm a big enthusiast about Ninjago and everything related to it. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye everyone, or shall I say jump up, kick back, whip around and spin.